Welcome. It's February 2024, and this is your tarot predictions for all signs. Let's get started. Hello, everyone. I'm Zelda Kelly with Psychic Secrets, and today we're bringing you the tarot predictions for 2023, this great month of February. So let's get started. But first of all, we have the Oak, Ash, and Thorn cards. We have two vintage decks for the Rider-Waite, and we have Lisa Parker. These are the most requested decks that I have, and that's what we're going to be using today. Now, we're going to be asking what's coming forward, what's going to be left behind, and if there's anything that you need to be aware of or even avoid. So let's clear the energy, and here we go. Alrighty, we're going to put these decks to the side. We're going to just put these up here, and we'll get started. We're going to put this little small one over here, and this is a great size deck. It is the Vintage Tarot. So we're going to get started here for all signs, a collective reading, February 2024, and we're preparing for this month, and there we go. That's our first card. Oh, wow, we've got two. Fantastic. So that is the 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. We've got a great start there. Let's see what's going on. We've got the Strength card, Wheel of Fortune, and one more for this row. And this is the 3 of Pentacles, a great card. Okay, we're going to set this to the side. Unless we need to clarify something, which I don't know if we do. We're going to get into this. Now, first of all, you do not have to be a Leo for this to resonate. But we've got this beautiful Strength card, which is Leo, right here with us. But this is a Strength card because I'm going to tell you this month is going to require some strength from you, without a doubt. First of all, you are planning for something big, and that's what it looks like coming to you. This 10 of Pentacles is definitely you preparing and also putting some things into place. You're living in the end result, which I think is the perfect way to handle this for this month. You live in the end result of what your heart's desire is and what you are manifesting. And that's what you're doing. First off, starting right out of the gate of February with this beautiful card. I love this. You're coming together, and I'm going to say this can be in a relationship, but I also feel it can definitely be a partnership. Now, I'm going to say that you've been working very hard, and you see this symbol here. I know you've seen that, the intertwined snakes. That's the medical symbol that many in the world will recognize as well. When you see that, it is medicine and it's medical. For me, my interpretation of this particular card is when things come together, when they come into place, and the pieces of the puzzle fit, and you're together, and you're reconciling something, you're negotiating something, and you're bringing something together, that is the best medicine that you could possibly have. It is good for the soul, good for the heart, and definitely good for the mind. But there's a coming together here for you, and I'm going to say this, your strength will be required for the month of February because you're going to be busy, my friend. You're going to be very busy, because this is requiring you to have infinite strength coming into this month, and also you have knowledge. Think about this. How could this woman overcome this lion if she really didn't have the facts and know how to do it? You just don't walk up and do something. You have to have a plan. And the Strength card tells us you're putting that plan into place, and you have an infinite amount of possibilities ahead of you. For this month, it looks like you're really starting out very well because look here. you've got the Wheel of Fortune for you. This Wheel of Fortune tells us that you're getting cosmic attention, divination, and help from all signs. How do I know that it's divine? And how do I know that it is coming from a higher place? I want you to look at this for a second. In this Wheel of Fortune, look what this spells out. It is T-O-R and an A. That's the Torah. That's the first 5 books of the Bible, also Septuagint, whatever you want to say. But you've got a divine inspiration in which all 4 corners of the earth and the universe are coming together to help you put things into place. That is a magnificent card. So I do feel that this is going to be a money situation coming for you for February. And it's going to be very welcomed. This 3 of Pentacles, now that is a great card. This 3 of Pentacles shows these people looking up to this person right here. Now, I want you to look what's in that person's hands right there. That is a builder's maul. That builder's maul, for those of you who don't know what that is what you use a brick layer, block layer, cement layer that can put things into place, but that's how you level it to make sure that your foundation remains steady. So this is telling me that these people are coming to this person and asking for help in building their foundation. Now, I like to say that this is a corporate card, but it can be also in love matters. But in this particular situation, it looks like a corporation is at hand. Or it could be that you're starting a corporation, you're working for a corporation. Whatever that case may be, you're going to be getting good advice. That's what you're going to be asking for this month. Now, this could be that you are the one, yes, you darling, are giving the advice as well. I love this for you. Very good. Now, let's start pulling out some other cards. Let's do that. Now, what we have here is the smaller version of the Rider-Waite deck. It's not the vintage, but it's still beautiful in its own right. So let's get started. I'm going to show you the box for this. I know you all like this. It's the Radiant White Spirit, in case you like to pick one of those up for yourself. It's the miniature deck, which I really like. It fits on camera very well. And in my pocket, even better when I want to travel. So let's get this started. Oops. Okay, that hit my finger. Let's put out some rows now and see. So this is coming for you. Let's see what is left behind. Let's see what you are leaving behind. Okay, cutting the deck on your behalf, my darlings, and here we go. Very interesting. Look at this. Now, when I say leaving behind, that doesn't necessarily mean that, okay, that's beyond you now. You're not going to be looking back. What I mean is these may be things that you've already accomplished, and this row definitely looks that way. You've got a card here that resonates and is the sign for Aries. You're bringing wisdom and understanding to the table. I like to call this the King Solomon card because you're able to make a judgment quickly. And, I love this too because, we talked about this strength card. Well, take a look at this Emperor. He is sitting there. He looks pretty calm in everything that he's doing, but he's got his cloak up here, and the cloak is red, and that indicates power. But he's got his cloak pulled up just enough so we can see that he has his armor on, which means if he has had to go into battle, or basically you have to go into battle, you know exactly what to do. You know exactly what you're doing. Now, the other thing is, it looks like with this judgment card, you were in maybe a quandary. And I'm going to say in January, and maybe even as far back as November and December, there were some things that you were trying to put together. You were in a quandary. There were some different things that were going on. And finally, you woke up. It's like an epiphany just came upon you swiftly and out of the blue. You were able to put some things together that you needed to. And this world card is telling us that when you did that, you had the world at your feet. And just like the Wheel of Fortune, you see you've got 4 corners here and everything at your beck and call to be able to move forward. We have a never-ending circle here. Just like this Wheel of Fortune, that means there's no break in the cycle. Going forward is exactly what it is that you've needed to do now. And you're prepping for that. And it looks like this is financially, and wow, oh wow, I gotta say, that is excellent. That is. And now we have the Lisa Parker Tarot. I love this deck, and I know many of you do as well. We're asking if there's something that you need to be careful of. Is there something that you need to be careful of here? We're asking for, my dear friends, and that is the Temperance card. Okay, that makes a lot of sense with this Judgment card. We're going to get that to back to that in a minute. There's also the 5 of Cups. And also the Fool card. Look at this. Don't you love that kitty? Look at that face. And isn't that beautiful, those cards? We could read those cards, by the way, and I just might do that. Okay, so that's a very interesting layout here of what you should or could be avoiding going into February. Going into February, what you need to really be aware of is getting off balance, getting off track, getting distracted, making sure that, well, you just don't quite understand or know where you're wanting to go. And with this 5 of Cups, you're distracted maybe with things from the past, some memories, some things coming up. And then we have the Fool card. Now, you've been wanting a fresh start for a long time. And the Fool card basically tells me that there is a fresh start ahead of you, but try not to be foolish and not paying attention. That's what this is. Don't take things for granted. Make sure you have all the facts when you're looking for something. Going forward, if your project, well, if you've got something that you're working on, and even if you're hunting or looking for a job, this can resonate and come for you. I think right now, the month of February is all financial, and we may as well call this Financial February, because I think many of us have been looking for other jobs, careers, whatever the case may be, but there are some of you that are wanting to get some things going. Now, stay to the end, because I'm going to do a little bonus, and I'm going to read these cartomancy cards for this little kitty right here. But I'm going to tell you, the Fool card means that you have the opportunity to wipe the slate clean. So leave the past in the past, and let's wipe the slate clean. Okay, so is there something coming your way that you need to be concerned about? We're going to ask that. And let's see. All right, so we've got the Oak, Ash, and Thorn deck. This is a beautiful deck of cards, many of you, and let me know in the comments if this is resonating with you or what you think about these decks. It's just so beautiful, some of these. You know, back in the old days, we didn't have too many choices for a deck. Okay, here we go. Turning this card over, and this is the 6 of Cups. This 6 of Cups means that try not to move too quickly. Try not to get too quickly, because Yes, you want to move from these choppy waters into a much calmer sea, but if you get distracted, if you get off balance and you try to do something before it's time, then it's not going to work. And that's what you have to be aware of. Try to work that in, compartmentalize, organize, write things down. This really looks very business oriented, but for financial February, I do believe you're going to stay on track only because you've got this big card right out here, and the tens and the tarot always mean that you've accomplished thus far what you're wanting to accomplish in the chapter, and you're preparing to move on to the next. Okay, so here is your little bonus for this reading, and this is so cute. Don't you love that kitty? I know some of you have seen kitties' faces like that. Look at him. Now, this is a little joker's cap, if you're wondering what this is. Okay, so right here, we are going to read those cards, and this is very interesting. We have a Queen of Hearts, an Ace of Clubs. Let me see if I can get this to focus so you can see it. We have the Two of Diamonds, the Ace of Spades, and the Seven of Hearts. What an eclectic mix of cards do we have there? Well, let me tell you how this fits in. The heart, the Queen of Hearts, is a water sign woman. Now, if you know a water sign woman, which is a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, you don't have to be, but this may point to and give you some in-depth information that may affect this. This Ace of Clubs is a timing card, and it could mean also summer. It could mean that by summer, because we're reading this in February, anytime between now and the summer, things are going to fall into place for you, because the Two of Diamonds is, now this is also a water sign, but I'm reading this as a business negotiation, and the Two of Diamonds is a partnership. Now, this Ten of Spades can be a somewhat negative card. And what that means is, well, it can be a no card, but it can mean that there may be some concern, worry. But don't worry and don't have concern, because the Seven of Hearts is a success card. So in the end, if you're implementing, or if you know that water sign woman and you're working through some things, in the end, success is yours. I want to thank you for being here today. I love it when you come here. Let me know in the comments if you are thinking about if this resonates, and if it doesn't resonate with you, give it a few days, because you just never know. Come on over, see me, grab a psychic reading. I'd love to read in depth for you. And always, I appreciate you being here. Thanks so much for watching. Have a beautiful February, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.